time to go swimming. The baby's in there already. What are you doing? Good morning. We are approaching land. Hard to see. You can barely see it there. If I can zoom in a little bit here. Where are we? Manzanillo in Mexico. This is our first port of call. We're going to go into town. We're going to do some shopping. We're going to walk around, and it's our first beach day. Are you excited? So, let's go.
Mexico.
We're ashore.
Yes, we are about to start our exciting adventure.
And just behind me here is a ship. There, hey, hello! It's not an obsession.
We're finally in Manzanillo. We were so excited to finally get off the boat. And we thought we were going to have this really lengthy city tour of Manzanillo, didn't we?
Yeah, well, I mean, we hop on a big coach bus.
Yeah, the bus was waiting there.
Along with all the others.
Yep.
And what happened?
We drove like 30 seconds. No, literally, we drove from the pier up the street, like not even 1 kilometer, and we got off, and that was the city.
And we got off there, and then that's when we started the tour.
Yeah. And there was no commentary though about it. It's just like, here you go, you guys got...
Starts with the city tour.
I think we had, what, 40 minutes of that?
40 minutes of that, yeah.
Yeah, so we walked around for 40 minutes. And I mean, it was nice, it was interesting.
Yeah, it was good, Yeah. And then we hopped back on.
Except for the one stinky person that walked by.
Yeah, the stinky person. There's always a stinky person.
No, this was bad. This was bad. This was bad.
And this wasn't a local stinky person. This was off the cruise ship.
Yeah, that was not a local stinky person, yes.
directly to the resort, to the beach of Best Western Resort.
It's time to get back in the bus, so like happy little passengers. And you got to think, this is really strange for Ed and I because he's usually the coach driver.
I'm usually the
and
driver.
I'm usually the one behind the microphone, going, get babbity babbity babba.
So we were in a different perspective here. We're sitting on the bus. We are tourists on our own tour bus. So that's a little strange.
And we make the worst I criticize more than I normally would because I know what I do and I know what I expect.
And she's not just not talking about tours, she's talking about pretty much everything in her life. Sorry. Go on.
Anyway, so he starts yakking and we couldn't really hear it because
he had no microphone. He was yelling out. I mean, I've been there. I've driven a bus with a microphone conks out, so I understand the process. And this happened to you once.
This happened to me last year. Yeah, you weren't my driver on that tour.
How did that happen?
I don't know. You weren't available for some reason. Anyway, so I had a really good driver. I had no problem with my driver. All of a sudden, our microphone dies. And we're phoning everywhere. He was up all night trying to repair the microphone, no luck. And then we did because he got in touch with Ed and a couple other drivers, but we knew we had to wait till that evening before we could get a microphone. Unlike this gentleman who sat at the front of the bus and yelled, I divided my bus into 3 sections. So I would go to the first 5 or 6 rows, I would talk, I would tell them the commentary, then I'd go to the middle rows, and then I'd go to the back rows.
Yes.
So I literally talked the entire way to Algonquin Park.
And in 2 different languages, right? Or just
No, that was just one language. Oh God, if it was 2 different languages,
you would have had to do it.
We'd still be on the road.
Yeah, because Avi's a German and English tour guide. So it would have been, and then of course I rescued the whole tour.
Yes, you did.
If it wasn't
You
for
rescued,
me,
yep.
She would have had to do that for the rest
microphone was
of the
dropped off at the hotel we were
10,
staying
11,
in.
12, 15 days tour, whatever it was.
We were at the end of the tour.
Okay, fair enough. I'm just not that I'm overblowing my contribution, but yes, it was. If it wasn't for me, your tour would have been a disaster.
Yes, that's right. You did save us. Yeah, you did.
So, but he was a good tour guide on this in Manzanillo. We just couldn't hear him.
We couldn't hear him, yeah.
And my other problem was taking video. As you may notice, the windows were kind of small on this little bus, and they had this part overhead which blocked part of the window. Not a great tour bus, just saying. But it was a great. You know what? We enjoyed ourselves.
Except the flea market.
The flea market, yes, the flea market.
Being a tour director myself, I know when somebody takes me somewhere because they get kickbacks. And I did a 21-day cruise before we did this one, and it was the same thing. They keep taking us into these places because if customers buy stuff, they get kickback. And that's one thing Ed and I don't do.
We do not.
No.
We do not do what we would call entitlements, not kickbacks.
No.
We don't do that really, and so we didn't want to buy anything at this flea market. So what ended up happening?
I bought a Lilo.
And I bought a cell phone case. So actually, the whole thing worked. Because we got suckered in, and I think we were the only 2 bought stuff there.
I know.
but
I had to have the Lilo for the beach. I would not go to the beach without a Lilo.
We're going to talk about the Lilo later. Avi here is blowing up her Lilo, which is the British word for what is it?
Give my Lilo a
Yes,
blowjob.
it's a British word for what? For floaties.
floaties,
For floaties, yes. You're right. And as you can tell, we've made it to the beach. This is a nice little resort here. We took a long detour drive through Manzanillo, and we went out to the flea market, and we got a beautiful view. And here we are at the beach. This is the beach with the container ships. And in the big distance there, if you can see right across there, I'm going to try to zoom in here. That is actually our cruise ship there. while Evie is blowing up her Lilo. Almost done.
Go get me another beer.
All right, bud. Well, time to go swimming. The baby's in there already. What are you doing? Okay, Avi, we went to the beach. We are kind of wet and quasi-naked, and we are having a ball. This was amazing, and we're one of the few people actually venturing onto the beach.
We were brave too.
We were the first. I must tell you, it's a little bit strange to be swimming with these container ships right offshore. Like that one, and like that one
I
straight
told you, it
ahead.
reminds me of Vancouver.
In Vancouver, Abby says it's like
Bay.
Vancouver, sorry?
English Bay.
English Bay, where they have these container ships right offshore. Right, Abby, we ordered food on the beach, and you have?
A margarita. This has got to be the best margarita I have ever had in my entire life.
And this is my Corona, which is just as good because it's on the beach here with Abby. Aww. Aww. And we ordered food. Look, they brought us food. We have guacamole here and nachos on the beach.
So after the beach, we get back to the boat, and we all freshened up, and we went to the buffet.
No, it was the dining room.
No, we went to the buffet.
You sure it was the dining room?
No, because I think we were late for the show, and that's when we met that other couple, because they were running too.
Yeah, you're right.
Because we had to eat fast.
We had to eat fast.
We
That's
didn't
right.
want to miss because every night we went to the BB King Lounge at 8 to play that music trivia.
The
game.
music trivia
Yeah,
game,
because we really liked it.
We enjoyed those games. We were there like almost every other night, so it was a lot of fun, and so forth. And the rest of the evening was ours to play with.
It was fun.
Hi everyone. We're back in the room, the cabin,
Yeah.
because we had a nice day today. We
Almost died in the water.
I had to save her. That's a story in that. No more margaritas, okay? I mean, not at least not on the beach.
I'm drinking margaritas on the catamaran tomorrow.
Yeah, we're doing the catamaran tomorrow. There's a long, long day tomorrow.
Yep.
Hopefully we get some nice video for that, and we'll see you soon. Good night, everyone.
Night night.